Okay guys, so today I'm just gonna film a quick video of how I make my eggs, pretty much egg white oats, pretty much every single day. So I just use the quick oats. They cook in 1 minute, so they're super quick and easy. It literally takes like 3 minutes to cook your oats. And then I just like to pour them in this little container here in my closet, because my pantry closet, because it just looks prettier, I don't know. And then you have the choice of either using egg whites from a carton, or you can crack your own eggs. I usually just crack my own eggs, but if you're really like not into the flavor of eggs, you may want to try egg whites, because it may give you less of that eggy flavor. If I use the egg whites, I just use a cup of egg whites, and then if I use regular eggs, I like to either do 4 egg whites, or I'll do 3 egg whites and 1 egg, just depending on my macros and stuff. And of course I usually chop it with like coconut oil or something like that. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so my egg white carton was actually empty, so obviously using real eggs. And then so take your measurement of oats. You know, I always like give myself a little bit of a huge scoop here. Toss it in your pan or your pot or whatever the thing is. That's what I like to do first. Now, I'll try to film everything here, but I've got my phone set up. It's really fun. You're gonna see. I put my phone inside my blender. It sits like right there, and then that way you can just like watch everything, because I don't have a tripod. And I could use my really big camera to film, but I don't feel like it right now. Okay, so then I've got my little spices and stuff that I like to put in it. I like to do Saigon cinnamon because it's at absolute best, and then just vanilla extract. Sometimes I'll do butter extract. You can do hazelnut extract, whatever flavors you want to put in it. But I put my oats in here first, and then before I add anything else, set my phone down here, I will let's see if you can see better over here. Yeah. Okay. So before I add the water and stuff, I'll do cinnamon, and I like a lot of cinnamon. I mean, if you haven't, like if you follow me on Instagram and you don't know that I like cinnamon, then yeah, I don't know. Okay, and then vanilla extract. This one's new, so I've got to open this guy up here. Oh my god, and excuse my nails. I'm totally gonna go get them done today. This is just terrible. I always have my nails manicured and done, like always, like on schedule. But with the holidays and everything, it's been like this weird schedule stuff, and I haven't had time to go. Okay, so vanilla extract, I like a lot. Don't judge. Okay, so next I will take my eggs over here, and what I like to do, and let's see here, so you can kind of see. Whoa, there we go. Okay, so we're done with these oats here. This video might be longer than what it should be. It should really only be like 3 minutes long, okay? Because this is really how long it takes to do this. I take whatever bowl I'm using, and then I'll crack. Oh, first we've got to add water to our pot here. I did a little over 1/4 cup of oats, and I like my oats watery, so I'll add. Let me see. I don't think I usually measure with my brain. Like 10 ounces, and that's kind of a lot. Some people like thicker oats, but I like mine kind of, the more water, the more full I get. So I had about 10 ounces to my 1/4 cup, so you kind of judge what you like to do. Okay, so now I'm going to crack my, I'll turn this on to high. You want that to start cooking. It takes a minute, especially with so much water. It takes a minute to start kind of cooking there. Then I'll start cracking my eggs on the side over here. I'm gonna do a lot of oil. I'm gonna do a tablespoon of oil today. So I'm not gonna do an egg white. I'm just gonna do, or a yolk. I'm gonna do 4 egg whites. So I'll do that. Boom. There's 1. 2. And, you know, you can judge me or whatever. Use a separate bowl to put your uncooked eggs into, but when you pour the oatmeal back in here, like you're gonna see, I'm not even gonna wash this. It's gonna cook the stuff that's in here because it's so hot. So I haven't died from E. coli yet. I don't really care. 3. Just like that. Oh, I'm glad they're kind of so easy. You have to like figure out which brand of eggs works the best too for cracking, because some brands like don't work. Like I try to crack them and it's like they fall apart and then I can't ever separate them, so I just stick to the same ones. And I think I got a shell in there. You don't want to eat a shell. That really is disgusting. I don't know, I can't find it. Maybe not. Okay, so this is kind of waiting on this thing to boil, and this is probably what takes the longest. So yeah. Okay, so now you can see that it's starting to boil, I guess, and it's gonna start to rise a little bit. So you gotta watch this, because if you're not watching, it's just gonna spill over. Just kind of like when you cook it in the microwave. And I'm not gonna start stirring until it starts rising a little bit more. I don't know why. This is just how I do it. And I just lightly stir in like the cinnamon and stuff. You can do, I guess you can stir before, but then it takes longer to boil. I don't know. Okay, so now see it, it's coming up, it's coming up. Oh my god, oh my god. Okay, so this is almost a fail. Pick it up, lower the heat, wait for it to settle down, because it gets angry. Let me tell you, these oats are angry. Oh my god, get down. Okay, so as soon as these babies go back down, like I waited too long. Okay, there they go. Now I'm going to come here and I'm going to start pouring in my egg whites, but I don't do it all at once. Just a little bit at a time, and stir, stir, stir. Once you start pouring in the egg whites, you cannot stop stirring, because if not, you're going to get just like a cooked chunk of egg whites, and you don't want that. You want it to like cook through the whole thing. I think I might have put too much water. I don't know, we'll see. Okay, so once you see that you kind of got those spread out, then you can kind of keep pouring in there. Usually if I do a yolk, I leave the yolk for last, because you have to really make sure to like open that one up and crack it open in there, and that way it doesn't cook into one. That happened to me once, actually. I was kind of lazy and didn't really stir too hard, and later I found a huge yolk ball, cooked yolk ball, in my oats. Okay, so that's kind of, it is a lot of water, a lot more than normal. Normally I think I put 10 ounces, I think I put 12 this time, and that was too many. So you just keep stirring and it starts to thicken up, and then once you know you pretty much got your egg whites cooked in there, if you did put too much water like me, you can just let it cook a little longer too, and it'll thicken up more for you. This is pretty much it. What I'm gonna do now, as soon as this thickens up, is I'm gonna pour it back into my bowl. Then you can top it with more cinnamon, you can top it with some fruit. I'm gonna put a tablespoon of coconut oil in it. And I also really, and it's not totally healthy, so don't judge, like to put some Walden Farms pancake syrup. I don't have any now, so I won't be doing that today. But the pancake syrup with the oats is like heaven, let me tell you. Okay, so I'm done with this. Pour that back in here. And if it sits, it'll thicken up and all that jazz. But I'm kind of like a cereal person in the morning, so eating like watery oats kind of makes me feel better. I don't know. Okay, so the oats, they're steaming hot. Make sure you put water in your pan immediately, because if not, it turns into like concrete. I swear to God, like you'll never be able to clean it out. Okay, so real quick, I'll show you what I'm going to top. How I'm going to top oats. You've got coconut oil, and make sure you buy the unrefined, because if you buy the refined, oh my God, it tastes like lard, like straight up lard. It's terrible. And I'll measure out a tablespoon, which a little bit at a time. This is like, and just kind of like melts in there, and it's, oh my god, the best flavor in the world. Awesome. One more, the first one was really big. And you can also, you know, add some stevia if you want. I'm kind of used to eating my oats plain, so I don't really do stevia anymore. In my oats, at least. I'll put stevia in my coffee and stuff, but yeah, that's it. Pour some pancake syrup or top it with some fruit or whatnot, and let it cool down a little bit and enjoy. Or you can also, you know, sometimes I'll just, instead of using this bowl, like right now I'm off today, so I'm gonna eat hot oats, but I'll put them in the plastic container, put it in the fridge, and then eat them in the morning, because if I'm going to work, I'm eating kind of on the go. And then that's kind of what they call overnight oats, and I like to eat those cold. You can heat them up again, but I like to eat them cold. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it.